Hello, my name's April. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to your it's gonna be June 5th and 6th energy update and Akashic Records rant. As you guys know, I'm an Akashic Records reader and we have some pretty amazing events coming up. We have the Become an Akashic Records course. It's a live course and there's 2 spots left for our Saturday class. And there is 3 spots left for our Wednesday class, and that starts July 13th and the 17th. And if you are interested in joining us to become an Akashic Records, not only learning how to read the records, but learning how to tap into your mediumship, your psychic abilities, go down to the description below. You'll see courses, book a discovery call. I'm really excited about that. It's an 8-week course and it also comes with 2 one-to-ones. You also have access to me throughout the week if you have any questions. And yeah, it's a pretty epic course. I've been doing it for a few years now. Yeah, it's been incredible. I love watching. My favorite thing is to watch people really thrive and have this completely different life and experience and success and living in their purpose and just going with the flow, really healing their physical body, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. You can do anything with the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records, I guess we're going to go on this rant. It's not limited to just like, ooh, psychics read the Akashic Records. It's for everybody. And I'll tell you a little story. Something that I've tuned into, psychology is wonderful. It's helping people kind of like understand their mind, right? It's also on the mental plane. And so that whole like, I'm processing things, I'm trying to understand my mind. Great, wonderful. The Akashic Records is the spiritual plane. It's the psychic plane. It's the soul perspective plane. And so sometimes when our mind is just totally running the show, our subconscious is running the show, the soul is the one that can break everything up and totally bring you into alignment in an instant. And that's why the Akashic Records is so potent. It's going up to those higher spaces from within and receiving messages that break up those thoughts, that break up the mental plane, that break up the subconscious and brings it all into alignment with the higher frequency, with what you are meant to do here as a soul, how empowered you're supposed to be in this lifetime if you were to take action towards that. So the Akashic Records is not only for people that want to read other people, but it's also meant for this spiritual growth aspect. For me, therapy didn't work. Works for a lot of people. Therapy didn't work. Talking with others didn't work. I needed a drastic connection within to really create, who I am today. And what I love the most about the Akashic Records is it's always growing with you. It's always working with you where you're at in your life currently. So there is an infinite possibility on just, ascension over your lifetime with the records. So that was my little rant today. It was little. I have a really big channeled message that I had a few days ago that's going to be in the next rant because it's extremely powerful. And I loved it very much. Let's go ahead and tune into June 5th first. I'm going to keep going on the days here, but first let's just go ahead and tune into June 5th. June 5th's energy, June 5th's energy, June 5th's energy. I have a friend that was going to love this. That song by Madonna, Time Goes By So Slowly? But that song is not a slow song. It's a fast song. That's what June 5th feels like. It feels like some things are going slow and then other parts of your life are speeding up. And it's going to be a little energetically, just like a little bing, 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 like a little chaotic, but not as chaotic. Like June 4th was hyper. There's like a lot of mental activity on June 4th, where June 5th, same thing, but it's starting to kind of like slow down. It feels like everything is funneling in together. So if you're having like a bunch of thoughts, it feels like it's almost like a puzzle. Like they all kind of fit together and they're creating something within this funnel. It's like as this is happening, you're feeling the forward movement, but it's not full fast forward movement. It's like you can feel it. It's like happening, but this is happening. How confusing is that? Now, I am, because I have a lot of readers that I teach, and I want to bring more awareness about reading. So when you are a psychic reader, a medium, or an Akashic Records reader, the higher up you go, you might notice that, the reading the field is like reading in weather. Sometimes the energy, it's stormy and it's hard to see things. Sometimes it's cloudy and then really sunny. And on sunny days, it's really clear. This is one of these days where it's like, it's a little, by the way, the longer that you read it, you become acclimated to it. So no day is hard to read after a while. But when you're learning, this can be a learning curve. So that's why I'm bringing this up. June 5th is a kind of just, things are just flying in the air. It might be hard to organize what you're receiving in your channel if you're reading or channeling that day. It's just like kind of just, a little chaotic up there. You might receive random messages that don't match each other or don't come together. So just a little heads up on that. The longer that you read, those energies become easier to read in. But I like to help, because when I was a beginner, it's a good point of reference to have. So I'm pulling a card. I got Six of Swords, transition, leaving behind, moving on to calmer waters, distance, acceptance of lessons. Damn, yes. Yes. That is exactly what June 5th feels like. It's like you're living two lives, just like June 4th. And then it's like, bye. And now you're organizing all of your stuff into the new. And you might feel inspired to loosely plan about your new life and your new future and get inspired in that way. Totally getting inspired in that way. What are we not aware of about June 5th? What are we... There might be a lot coming at you all at once. And it's important for you to just let it kind of just do its thing. Like, it's real easy when the world is speeding up like that, when the energy is speeding up like that, to get fixated on one thing and be like, oh, okay, this is what I have to do. But then there's like 6 other things that need to be addressed. And what they're saying is like, kind of unplug yourself out of like, I need to do anything, and just do what you want to do. And not everything needs to be done in that day. Also, the way that you can feel more supportive on Wednesday is to just be in the energy of love, be in your channel, be in the energy of acceptance and flow. Focus on that, because June 5th, the world is not gonna feel like that. So it's finding that inner knob of going into just love, feminine flow, divine femininity, whether you're a male or female, and just kind of be in that, just let things come in, take care of things when they show up. Don't plug too hard into an emotion or excitement on June 5th. Woo! Oh my goodness. By the way, you guys might feel really clumsy on June 5th, and there's some of you that might be like dropping a plate where you had a coffee and you just, before you took a sip, it just fell out of your hand. That's something I'm feeling. For some of you, you might feel like these are really hard decisions to make. Like, mainly because you know that the decisions you're making right now are life altering. But that's the only reason. Like, it's stressful because it's that. But by no means are you meant to sit there and be like, am I making the wrong choice? Most of you are not. And even if you reverted and did something that wasn't for you, you would learn a lesson and be sprung back into alignment. So, but from what I'm feeling, the reason why you're feeling this way about decisions you're making is because it's life altering. And it's a little scary. And there might be a little like, oh my God, this is really a big deal. Or should I be doing this? Because I'm really stressed out about it. It's just new. It's just new. Go with the flow. If you're doing something new right now, you're doing the right thing. I feel like that's what you need to do. If you're doing something new, you're doing the right thing. If you thought about doing something new, do it. If you have been holding yourself back about a thing you've been thinking about doing constantly for the last few months, go sign up for it, go do it. Just do it. Don't worry about any of the external limitations. Just do it. That's June 5th. Relationships. You might notice that in friendships, relationships with people, conversations might feel just a little chaotic. This type of energy can lead people into accidentally getting into fights. Not everybody, but expect fast talking, kind of like lack of focus, kind of just jumping all over the place in conversation. And that can be, for some people, annoying, exhausting, or frustrating. So just have that in the back of your head that it's not necessarily you or the person individually, it's just the energy. But I will say that this energy feels a lot easier than June 4th. June 5th feels a little easier because it's like, okay, we've been in this energy, so it's not just springing on us like, oh my God, so busy. And then the collective higher self says, we got this. Like, there is this tenacity of like, I don't even care that it's like this. I'm awesome. Like, I'm going to get this done. I have a ton of energy. I have like this newfound confidence that is coming in. And, you know, there's a sense of feeling grounded and knowing what you want and heading towards that path. So that's in there too. For some of you, you know, it is important to pause, right? To take our time. For some of you, you might feel like this is all really exhausting and you might neglect certain things. I'm getting told don't do that. Advice about June 5th. This is long. June 5th. Don't cling on to anything that you feel is bad. Like, I'm just getting like, if you're like, oh, it's a sign, I shouldn't do it. Just don't do that to yourself. If there is any resistant thoughts, let them go, because those are going to come up. This energy has this ability to put us into that kind of like autopilot emotional response, right? Like our old programming. You want to make sure that you're not falling for your program. You want to breathe right when you start to think something's bad or like maybe this isn't right. Breathe, take a bit, make a decision a couple days from now. This is actually a terrible day to make decisions. Making like, it's good to make the decisions you thought about doing prior, but I'm going to give you an example. Saying something like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to break up. I'm just going to break up with my boyfriend. Like, and that's what you've never thought that before, but then you thought about it like June 5th. Don't do that. Just wait. Just wait a few days. But if you're like, I've been thinking about opening up a store location for months and you signing a lease on June 5th, that's fine. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense. You just don't want to make something that just pops up in your head randomly, like, and you've never thought it before on June 5th. Don't make a decision on that at all that day. Just don't. Just go eat a burrito. Yeah. Okay. Oh, June 5th, man. June 5th. What? Oh my goodness gracious. I'm teaching my Advanced Akashic Records course on June 5th, and we're doing crossover work and generational trauma clearing and ancestral connections. And I'm going to have to say, this is going to be an interesting day to learn that, because it feels like a lot of what's in the programming that we're going to experience on Wednesday has a lot to do with generational trauma. So it ends up being like a pretty great day to teach that. All right, let's go ahead and go to June 6th. June 5th was really long, so let's see what's going on June 6th. June 6th. What the hell is this week? Oh my god. I was like sitting in it before I looked at the cards, and I immediately saw someone that was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna snack today and lay on the couch and stare at a wall. And that was what I got. And then I literally got the Four of Cups. It's like total apathy. Like just, And there might be this sense on June 6th, Thursday. Like you're not depressed. You're just tired. And, a lot has been funneling in. Like lots of energy, lots of ideas. Everything has just been going into your body. Even things that you're not fully aware of, you're getting codes, is like what they like to say in the spiritual world. You're getting codes. And Thursday is all about integration, rest, relax. Don't, take it easy on Thursday. There's a lot of there's a lot of subconscious energy happening on Thursday. So if you feel, and it's like, old ways of thinking, it's like very dreamlike and slow, and you're like, where did this thought come from? What is that? Where did this come from? It's seeing everything kind of moving in and out, still disorganized, but having kind of like this dream scene in your head. And the best thing that you can do, hey, if you gotta cry it out. Cry it out. If you need to clear this out, go into nature, go into nature. You want this all to integrate, and you want those energies and those thoughts to just kind of fall away. And how you can do that is by not hyper focusing on any of them and just knowing it's not fully you. It's just thoughts passing by. Some of these thoughts are not just subconscious, they're the collective thoughts as well. And so by not getting fixated, like, oh, what's wrong with me? Oh, why am I thinking? It's like, let it go. Slow-mo. Like, the slower you move on Thursday, the easier Thursday will be. Is there anything else that we need to be aware of on Thursday? Damn. It's a really intense week, guys. If you're having thoughts, of like, I'm feeling not supported, I'm feeling lack of support, instability, know that that's only going to happen for a moment, right? Those energies, those thoughts are only happening for a moment. And a lot of the reasons why it's happening, those are the energies that are meant to give you ammunition, that are meant to spring you forward into action, into new ways of living, and to address, like, we no longer want that. We want this. So just take it as that's why they're there. They're not there for you to feel guilty, to feel shame, to feel like, oh, I've done so much work. Why is this showing? It's like, it's not there for that. It's there as ammunition to move forward into a new direction. Because when you dislike something, it's like, no, I don't want to do that. There's no way I'm going back to that. I got to do this. So that's a lot of like what I'm feeling with that. Mind you, this is general, so take what resonates from this reading. People who have been in alignment for a long time, who have been very much like advanced connected in their channel, you have a sense of feeling really balanced actually in this energy. You're feeling really patient and surrendering. You've been through these versions before. There's a lot of knowing that all of this is happening because you're stepping into your purpose even deeper, and all is well. There's a sense of calm and you're above the storm. So know that this is the goal for everybody, and some of you guys are really in this energy, and I want to commend you because it takes a long time to get to this energy, and I'm proud of you. Good job. Get it. All right, any advice for these 2 days? I'm going to stop at this day because we have a lot going on. So remember, and I'm getting this for a lot of people, and it's been the theme, your relationships are helping you propel forward into your purpose. And you really want to evaluate, am I treating people the way I want to be treated? Am I giving as much as I'm receiving? You know, these are important aspects to look at, and to also see if, like, hey, what did I say this week or the last 2 days that I could, you know, maybe switch up so my energy stays consistent when I'm in relationships? Why did I feel this way in this connection? What can I do to move through into a more higher aligned version of myself next time this type of situation shows up? So a lot of reflecting on conversations, a lot of reflecting on relationships, and know that the universe keeps score. It's watching you always. You know, when people are manipulating other people, the universe is watching them. You know, there are things that occur. It's like a domino effect, that after that manipulation has happened, there's something coming in. We don't know when it's coming in. But the more that energy persists, the more that there's an energy that's going to come in and show this person, hey, manipulation is not the way. That might be a harsh lesson. It might be a direct lesson. It might be a lesson in another lifetime. But the universe keeps score. So you want to keep score too. Keep score of like your own dialogue and why you're doing things. What are your motivations? This is June 5th and 6th, man. What is happening? By the way, once again, those who are majorly connected, that have been connected, that channel high stuff, you can feel this. Like, you know something really big is about to happen. And this energy is big. June 5th and 6th, it's like big energy. It's like massive movement. And nothing but amazing things and big changes in the world are going to be occurring because of this energy. The collective higher self said, that's it, that's all. All right, guys, have a magical rest of the day whenever you're watching this, and I love you. Bye.